Virgo, ¿cómo estamos? Hi, welcome back to my channel. Oh, okay, the congestion's going away now that I closed the window. Y'all, that was crazy. Like when I was doing Pisces reading, I had the window open. Girl, it was snowing randomly in Seattle today, although it's been like 50 fucking degrees. Well, I guess it wasn't the past couple of days. But anyways, for some of you guys, I was hearing Feels Good by Tony. Feels good. Yeah. Feels good. That's my shit. That's some black ass music right there. I love that shit. All right. This is going to be a reading for Virgo placements, whatever fucking placement you want. I don't give a shit. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you could send me an email in the bio below. Woo, ciao. I'm going to be blowing out my hair. Probably not tonight. Tomorrow. It's already midnight. Oh my god, Virgo. I had a glass of wine earlier. And, bitch, when I tell you I took an afternoon nap and I woke up at like 9, I'm like, damn. It wasn't just one glass of wine, I'm not gonna hold you. Anyway, it's Friday. If you'd like to give me a tip to the information is in the bio below. Let's get right into your reading. I'm hearing isolation booth. Some of you guys might be musicians. Isolation booth, you could be in the studio. Feels good. Ooh, you should sample that song. Credit me on that. Matter of fact, have me sing that part. What message do we have for Virgo placements? Baby. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. Oh my god, I had to throw that shit in there. I had to. Okay. Uy, papito. We may yearn for circumstances to unfold according to our personal preferences, yet to trust in divine timing alleviates stress and fosters a more peaceful relationship with the universe. Even the right thing cannot attain fruition at the wrong time. A negative cycle is due to end, and a new dawn shall rise. Are you going through a transformation right now, Virgo? I'm hearing trust issues. You got enemies. Oh, that's funny, actually. Some of you guys might have haters, or you might just realize that you have haters. Like, you might have thought that you could trust a nigga, and you realize, like, I can't trust this nigga for shit. Yeah, that's for some of you guys, because I was hearing, there's two versions of that. There's one version by one rapper, but then there's another rapper that I know that, like, he does, like, freestyles over different, like, rap beats and, like, cycles them all together. So he was like, I got enemies, got a lot of haters, but the party popping, so I'm popping party favors. That's what I was hearing in there. So I'm like, okay, so some of you guys, you might have been chilling or kicking it with somebody that, like, you might be like an enemy in disguise, and you're realizing that. You're like, oh, shit. But for some of you guys, it might actually be... It might be actually a catalyst to growth in you, but it's like whatever the situation is, it doesn't have to be what I was telling you just then. For some of you guys, you might give haters too much power. You feel me? I don't know why I'm talking like that. Why am I talking like my grandpa? Some of you guys might give haters too much energy, you know, like where it's like, nigga, haters are gonna exist regardless. Like, stop giving them so much energy and power and just be sexy and powerful and do your thing, okay? For some of you guys, if you guys are practitioners, you guys are spiritual, some of you guys are too focused on demons. Cut that shit out. Everything ain't demonic. For some of you guys, you need to hear that even if you don't do witchcraft, okay? Everything ain't demons. I don't understand this dichotomy. It's either heaven or hell. It's either holy or cursed. I don't know what the fucking opposite of holy would be. It's either saintly or debaucherous. Like, all right, girl, chill the fuck out. The most beautiful thing about spirituality is that everything is gray. Nothing is all good. Well, okay. Good cannot exist without bad. Right cannot exist without wrong. Just like up cannot exist without down. Everything exists in a polarity of sorts. I don't know why I'm telling you this, Virgo. So it's like, I think that working from a fear-based mindset, maybe this is for you, Virgo. A fear-based mindset is actually not going to protect you as much as a confident mindset is, because confidence is a sign that you've learned from your past behaviors and you trust yourself to make the right decisions now. Does that make sense? So it's like, for some of you guys, maybe you weren't trusting your inner voice enough. Like, maybe, I don't really know, because I'm almost kind of getting a, you guys might kind of, maybe in the past, might have been more attracted to people that are toxic for you, or like are negative, or they perform some sort of negative act or something like that. That could even go down into like crime, maybe. You know what I'm saying? It's like, there, some of you guys might be associating with people that are not the best, or you maybe in the past you did, but you were doing that because it was you were trying to fill a deficit in yourself, where it's like, oh, I feel really vulnerable, so if I surround myself with people that are really tough in your perception of whatever tough was, then I'm going to be tougher, or it's going to make me look tougher, or I'll be safer, not realizing that the people that you identified as tough are really shady. And it's like, they don't have any sense of loyalty. And it's like, just because you don't feel tough doesn't mean that you're not tough. Does that make sense? You can be your own version of tough. You don't have to be a gangster, you know. Like, you don't gotta be a drug dealer. Like, you can be the gentle and kind soul that you are and still have a fucking backbone. Like, I'm not a bitch. Oh, let me not say bitch, hold on. I'm not a punk, right? I feel like people struggle with that with me a lot, Virgo, especially because I have a Pisces moon, where it's like, I think I was talking to that with Pisces too, where it's like, yeah, when I was a lot younger, I was either all soft and gushy or I was fighting. Like, that was really, there was no in between. People don't realize how unhinged I was. They like, oh, I could never imagine you, da 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 da. And I'm like, there's a lot of stuff that I've never done. Yes, because I grew up as a witness, but there's a lot of shit that I did do. Okay, a bitch was unhinged as fuck. Don't you ever compare me to how I was back then. I was okay. But it's like, it's almost kind of like maybe some of you guys were trying to fill a deficit in your life by surrounding yourself with people that you felt embodied something that you were missing in yourself. But now you're beginning to realize that maybe how you relate to certain traits in yourself is more problematic than having that trait. So like I said, if you're somebody that's a little bit more soft on the artistic side, especially if you're a man, um, and the patriarchy does not favor men that are more gentle, soft spoken, that don't want to fight all the time. Like, I don't really get it. Men that are compassionate, men that treat women well. That's also apparently, especially nowadays, like you'll see it. Maybe I'm on the wrong side of the internet though, because I feel like sometimes the content you consume will start. I mean, not. I don't feel. It's scientifically proven that it'll start reframing your brain. I don't want to reframe myself completely, but it's like, yeah, there's a lot of guys that, like, because they don't want to treat women well because it makes them feel weak, or maybe it hits that bone where they feel like, oh, it makes me less of a man, like I have to be the manly man, I have to dominate. And it's like, I don't know, like, as the one that gives birth to you, and as the one that, if you're attracted to women, you have to impress, ideally would be me. I like men that are a little softer. I like for you to have a backbone, like, don't be a pushover, but like, I like gentle guys in certain contexts. You know what I'm saying? I like gentle guys. I like a guy that'll cry. I feel safe with the guy that'll cry. I feel safe with the guy that'll talk about his feelings. Because then I feel safe to talk about my feelings. You know, I have feelings. We all, and everybody fucking has them, you know? So for some of you guys, why am I ranting about this? I took a couple hits of the J earlier. It does too. Yeah, so for some of you guys, it's really important that whatever it is that you're going through right now, whatever transition it is, especially as you're forging your own authentic path, you understand that what I'm hearing, that one phrase, oh, what a web we weave when we something to deceive. Some of you guys might be caught up in a web of lies. I don't know why I'm getting that message. What a web we weave. But yeah, that's what I'm getting for a lot of you guys, Virgo. What a web we weave. Let me look at that. What a web we weave when we practice to deceive. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for a lot of you guys. It's like, there's this energy of needing to be more authentic, or maybe somebody's learning around you that they need to be more authentic, but it's like, it's almost kind of like there's somebody in this reading who will, instead of just being direct about something, and the reason why they're not being direct I don't know. I don't know. But it's like, instead of being direct and going straight to the issue or straight to the person, it's like they kind of will like maneuver around people, but it's to avoid something. For some of you guys, it might be shame or like confrontation, but you'll have to unpack that in yourself. I'm not your therapist. All right. What message do we have for Virgo placements? I was going to keep this to 10 minutes, but y'all know I be talking. Yappity, yappity, yap, 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 yap. But I love it. Don't you? That's why you're here. What message do we have for Virgo's placements? I'm hearing, if you want my money and you think I'm sexy. That's my shit. That's my theme song. I wake up in the morning. That's one of the first songs I listen to. Matter of fact, that's going to be my alarm, bitch. I swear to God, I'm doing that right now as soon as I get off of here. You got to wake up in the morning and tell yourself you're sexy, Virgo. Like I said, if you got haters, you got to offset the negative energy with positive energy. You got haters, it's like, oh, I'm so fine. And now I'm hearing this for you too, Virgo. I'm hearing, don't you want me, baby? Clarity on this message for Virgo. There could be an older man, Virgo, that wants to give you a gift. You could be like a younger lady. For some of you guys, you might want to make a contribution to someone that might have had money stolen from them. Or some of you guys, somebody might give you a donation or give you something because they know that something was stolen from you. For some of you guys, this might be art. I did say isolation booth in the beginning. For some of you guys, I know I'm making connections. If you're musicians, somebody might have tried to steal your song or your swag, your style, something like that. Somebody tried to steal something from you. Oh, what a web we weave when we practice to deceive. Something about this feels backhanded or like backdoored. It, like, if you were, Candid Camera. Candid Camera, wasn't that the show where it's like they would prank people? Wouldn't they prank celebrities on that show? Practical jokes on unsuspecting people. Some of you guys might have been set up. I'm hearing it's messed up. I'm getting a storyline for some of you guys where it's like somebody wanted to embarrass you or set you up to be humiliated. I'm getting that for some of you guys. And again, like I said, if you ever like participated in any sort of like street life or something like that, there's a message about that. Because it's almost kind of like some of you guys might feel more comfortable with shady people. Because maybe you feel like, oh, at least I can see that they're shady. That's how like some of y'all think, go get help. With this person, they seem really sweet and really kind and really gentle and really safe. And they could be hiding stuff too. And it's like, because you're like that or because somebody's like that, it's like they're sabotaging good connections. And they're like rubbing shoulders with motherfuckers that like will genuinely stab you, will shoot you in the back. And then it's like, yeah, but at least I know this person's shady. You could be pretending to be good. And it's like, or meet me in the middle, baby. Maybe people could just be good people. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's fucking perfect. But like, not everybody's a demon, papi. Like, tranquilo. What are you doing? You know what I mean? Or I don't know, because Virgo, it's giving me that energy of, like I said, so I'm somebody that was like hella religious, and then I'm not religious. I mean, obviously, you know. But then, like, when I stopped being a witness, I became an atheist, right? And it's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go this way. So it's like, I don't know, some of you guys were bullied, maybe. I don't know why I feel like picking your brain. Like, bullied for something, maybe. And you're like, yeah, because I was bullied, now I got to be super tough. And it's like, no, people are just assholes. And you really don't have to change your entire being or even align yourself with bully-ish people for you to be strong. Like, you can just have a backbone. Yeah, that stuff hurt, but maybe it's time to, instead of avoiding the pain of what was said to you or done to you, why don't you unpack the pain instead of trying to change yourself to a different person? Like, what if you're good enough how you are? That's for some of you guys. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. What if you're good enough how you are? You don't have to be anybody else. You're perfect. You're literally, God made you how you are. You're gonna tell God, you're gonna tell the goddess, go, I dare you. Tell them like, oh, you fucked up with how you made me. Chaff, you don't fucking love yourself, but somebody, I'm getting the energy, that the backdoor energy where it's like somebody used somebody's insecurities to do something shady, and it's like, but it's giving it, they use somebody's victim mindset. That's what I'm hearing. So it's like, yeah, it's really easy to manipulate people that are avoiding their emotions or that are insecure because they're functioning off of like triggers. They're not functioning off of reason. You know what I mean? It's really, yeah, that's what I'm getting for some of you guys. And it's like somebody used a random storyline. Somebody used somebody's insecurities to get in the back door. Like they found a weakness and they, you know. But that's for you to unpack, Virgo. That's what I'm getting for you, because it's like, why were you feeling that way anyway? Or like, did you have grounds to feel that way? Or it's giving something like that. But what message do I have for Virgo? For some of you guys, they used that to steal something from you, or they wanted to. And if something was stolen from you, Virgo, there's somebody that wants to give it back to you. For others, you might be the person that realizes that somebody was using or weaponizing somebody's insecurities to get something from them or to steal something from them. And you might want to make that donation to that person or give it back to them. Or I don't know. It's giving like... But Virgo, for some of you guys, you might have been a part of it. Like, not like... You might have been complicit, but you might not have known that that's what was going on. You know what I mean? Clarity on this message for Virgos? I guess you're getting a longer message, Virgo. Yappy yap yap. I'm hearing bugging. Meeting with the Gemini here. Yeah, so Virgo, some of you guys might be thinking about reaching out to somebody. Maybe even giving them a gift, because I was getting a gift here. I'm getting like an extending of an olive branch. Some of you guys, for some of you guys, this could be an ex wanting to come back to you after realizing that they were deceptive, or like that they were manipulative, or like that they were functioning off of insecurity, or like the way that they were moving was shady. That's for some of you guys. For others of you guys might want to make that move towards somebody because you're beginning to realize like, oh, this is a really random message, but like I was acting off of insecurities. I wasn't really being present. I wasn't really connecting. You know what I'm saying? It's like I was too busy trying to preserve myself or brace myself for something that may or may not have happened that was bad, you know? Like I said, if you're somebody who... I'm not saying that people who are players can't fall in love. I'm saying that if you are somebody that's aware of how deceptive people can be because you were deceptive, you might find it hard to believe, or put yourself, you could flip the script if you want to. You might find it hard to believe that somebody genuinely would never think something like that. As somebody that would genuinely never think of doing something shady, please cut that shit out. That's so traumatic for people like me. Or in Virgo, have you experienced that before, where it's like somebody had lived a dark life and like you've never lived that kind of life? You have your own issues, but you've never lived that kind of a life before. But because you've never lived that life, like, no, I would never think about doing X, Y, and Z. Yeah, I would never. But it doesn't make that person that had that experience a bad person, because it's like you needed that. That's part of your life story. That's part of your narrative, right? But also because we're all on a healing journey, it's like understand that, like, and take solace in the fact that no, everybody doesn't cheat. Everybody doesn't steal. Everybody's not trying to work their brain on you. You know, everybody doesn't lie like that. You know, everybody lies, yeah, but like not everybody's like a walking around like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I said I was 5'1", but I'm really 5 feet flat. Like, bitch, let me have an inch. Okay, niggas lie about inches all the time. But yeah, so Virgo, for some of you guys, I'm getting you might want to reach out and ask for forgiveness from somebody, or somebody might want to reach out to you, especially if they were part of something, because I'm getting a narrative about like being part of a circle of people that might have been talking shit about you, Virgo, or like, and then kind of realizing that like maybe somebody was like weaponizing their insecurities to get them to turn on you, or vice versa. You could have been doing that, or somebody, you know what I'm saying? And then you begin to realize like, oh wow, this person isn't mean at all. Like, they're actually a really good person. I'm kind of the asshole because why the fuck was I? Yeah, why did I think that? But it's like then you begin to realize like, oh, maybe because I'm so used to being around people like this that somebody like you, I couldn't fathom, but I see it now, right? So take that if it resonates, Virgo. That's what I got for you. Anything else for Virgo placements? Oh, I'm hearing Don't Let Go by, is that In Vogue? That's for Set It Off, too, for a fucking bank robbery. Some of y'all was involved in crime, baby. Oh, some of y'all was gangsters. I see it here. Do I got some thugs in my page? Anyway. Yeah, somebody's going to give you a gift to keep you from walking away, Virgo. For some of you guys, it's going to be financial. Because they realize that they started an issue with you. Yeah. They might have even sided with some people or somebody that was, like, talking shit on you. And maybe, I don't know, Virgo, like, maybe they had some, like, latent envy towards you. But it's not giving, like, malicious, like, oh, bitch, fuck you. It's like, oh, there's some stuff about you that, like, because you're not perfect. And this person, whoever it was that they were chilling with, was like, they might have, it's given like bitter ex energy. And it's like they might have been saying some shit about you, and maybe they woke up on the wrong side of the bed towards you that day, but then they realized it's like, okay, yeah, Virgo's not perfect, but Virgo's not a fucking, like, they're not evil. You know, that's what I'm getting, Virgo. But yeah, so that's the energy that I have for you today, Virgo. Thank you for coming back to my canal. Ay, sí. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by emailing me in the bio below. I'm hearing Courtney, or is it Chloe? Anyways, honey bun, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, I said that already. If you want to send me a tip, the information is in the bio below. Okay, mi amor. Sending you guys so much cariño y amor, obviously, and I will see you guys next time. Ciao.